Growing your own food is joy like no other. It is food for both mind and body. Around 6 months ago in summer season, I did balcony tour video. At that time, I used my balcony space for growing maximum flowering plants. There is no doubt I am crazy for growing different types of flowering plants. But now in this winter season, along with different flowers, I am also planning to grow few veggies on my balcony. So let's see what I am planning and growing on my balcony for this winter season. So basically this video is about how I set up my small balcony for the winter garden. Alright, I started this process a month back. First I started up with cleaning the balcony space so I can get an idea of how much space is available for growing veggies. I removed last season's dried annuals from the pots. The soil condition was good, so I used the same garden soil for filling up the new pots. Just added extra compost in the soil. Because for growing vegetables, nutrient-rich soil is essential, and also little neem cake powder to avoid any soil-borne fungal infection. Instead of neem cake, you can also mix any biofungicide powder in the soil mix. It helps to control stem rot, root rot, or other soil or seed-borne diseases. I will share a few links in the description box. If you are preparing fresh soil mix for your vegetables, then you can mix 40% garden soil, 40% compost, 20% coco peat and 2 to 3 spoon neem cake powder. Organic manure improves the soil quality and provides continuous source of nutrients to plants. My garden soil is not very sticky, so I skipped the perlite. If you have sticky soil, then consider adding river sand or perlite to the soil mix for better drainage. I have few seedlings of morning glory creeper that I have grown from seeds. They are around a month old now, and it is high time to transplant few seedlings in another pot to avoid competition. It is an 11-inch pot with bamboo stakes to support vertical growth of the creeper. So after cleaning, I set up all the pots. I kept all vegetable pots down and all flowering plants on the stand and in the railing planter. While designing your garden layout, divide your growing space into areas as per light requirements of the plants. And if you are planning to grow creepers and vines, then you would also need stakes and nets to support the growth. I divided this balcony in such way that all flowering plants and veggies receive a good amount of sunlight. This balcony is not so big, so practically speaking, I am planning to grow such vegetables here that are easy to grow in small spaces and ready to harvest within 2 months. So my family can enjoy the fresh harvest of homegrown winter veggies. Winter is good season to start vegetable gardening. For most part of the country, the light, temperature and weather are just perfect for growing variety of flowers, fruits and veggies. When starting seasonal garden, whether summer or winter, it is always good idea to plan as per the season. Select the vegetables or flowers that grow best in that particular season. Make list of the plants you want to grow and also read up on the time it takes for them to harvest. This will help you to design your space. Let's see what I am growing. If you have limited space or you are just a beginner, then leafy greens are the veggies for you. They are the easiest and fastest growing vegetables that you can enjoy throughout the year. Plus they are highly productive. So my first recommendation for small spaces is all type of leafy greens. From sowing seed to fresh produce on your dining table, the entire process just takes 40 to 50 days. Methi, palak and coriander I have started directly in the pot. For growing leafy greens, choose a container that is wide and deep. For pot with 18 to 20 inches width and 10 to 12 inches height should be an ideal to get an ample harvest. You can sow leafy greens all year round, but the best germination temperature, especially for spinach, is 10 to 22 degrees Celsius. So now is the ideal time to grow best quality homegrown spinach. Sprinkle the seeds evenly on the soil and cover them properly with thin layer of soil and water gently. Ensure that the soil is evenly moist. Any excess water should quickly drain away from the soil to avoid damping off. Coriander, that is dhania, is another best herb to start in winter. I am using these east-west seeds for growing dhania. Packaging of these seeds have all the details on how to grow and when to harvest. Also mention special feature of the variety. Always use good quality seeds. Seeds generally have shelf life, so look for trustworthy sources that sell you good seeds because the success of your vegetable garden depends on the seed quality. Growing dhania in pot is not very difficult. For the best germination rate, you just have to crush the seeds lightly so that they split into halves. You can then sow them directly into pot. Keep your pot in full sun as it requires plenty of light to grow, at least 3 to 4 hours of good sunlight every day. This is plantable diya that I got from the East West Seeds Diwali celebration kit. This diya is biodegradable, which has marigold seed embedded in it. Marigolds are great companion for vegetable plants. Their bright blooms are great for attracting butterflies and pollinators. Apart from spinach, methi, coriander and basil, I am growing French beans. Beans are an easy, hardy and fast growing crop. For growing seedlings, I am using these reusable small pots. Use light, well-draining medium for germinating seeds. A light, airy medium holds enough air in between the soil particles to increase the chances of successful germination and also support root growth. Sow the seeds 1 inch deep in the soil. Never bury your seeds too deep. Once seedlings develop 3 to 4 leaves, then I will transplant them in a big pot. For cauliflower, cabbage and celery seeds, I am using these reusable egg cartons. You can use any commonly available household items like paper cups or fruit containers for growing seedlings. Cabbage, cauliflower and celery are known as cold crops. Cold crops are cool season vegetables that grow best at temperatures between 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Seed takes about 3 to 8 days to germinate. You can start them at the beginning of the winter or any time in winter to provide sufficient growing time, at least 60 days. They will be ready to harvest within 60 to 120 days. Place your germinating setup in indirect light with plenty of ventilation. Ideal temperature, soil mix, sowing depth and light is important for the best seed germination result. Generally, all these seeds take a week or so to germinate, except for the coriander seeds, it takes a little more time. But in my case, after sowing all my vegetable seeds, in Bangalore we had rainy days and poor sunlight. As a result, my seeds took more time to germinate. Due to more humidity, moisture stress, most of the methi seedlings are wilted. Apart from methi, all other seedlings, cauliflower, lettuce, beans, cherry tomatoes and marigold are growing well. One more important trick. If you are facing lot of pigeon problems, then you should try this fork trick. It really helped me to protect young seedlings. Insert any sharp objects like these or sticks in pots to protect young seedlings from pigeons. The requirement of all these vegetables are similar, that is good sunlight, water when the soil dries up, and fertilizer every 15 days. All these plants are around 10 to 15 days old, and within a month or so, this spinach will be ready to harvest. Remember to thin extra young plants to allow them to grow to their full size. Be sure not to overwater the seedlings to avoid root rot. Good drainage is essential to ensure healthy roots because seedlings are very sensitive and prone to fungal infection. For steady supply of leafy greens, you can sow their seeds in alternate weeks. About beans, cabbage and cauliflower, once they have 2 to 3 leaves, I will transplant them into big pots. And my morning glory seedlings are settled happily in their new pots. I can see many birds here. I will make separate video on aftercare, pot selection, their growth update and harvesting. Stay tuned. Also, I share my plant growth update regularly on Instagram. My Instagram handle is GardenVibes14. For this winter season, I am also growing strawberries. If you love to grow fruits in your small balcony, then strawberry is best option to grow. I enjoy growing vegetables on my small balcony. It is an amazing feeling to grow your food. I hope this video also inspires you to start your winter vegetable garden. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please friends subscribe to Garden Vibes. See you soon. Till then, take care and happy gardening.